At the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Hey man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Hey, switch gears.
Ready.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. Go.
4-7's the mic. I'm coming.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
At the Saints' 47-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, seam 6.
27 Mike, 27, all day.
2nd and 5. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
57's the mic. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That's complete to DK Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Let's go.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really frequent combination. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Break. Go.
What's the curl? 47's the mic.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey. 36.
Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abuka, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable for Grant. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Check, 47.
Now.
Defense focus.
Yes.
Mike's 47.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, check, Mike 47.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
47 Mike, 42.
From the gun, Lawrence going right side here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 47.
Get it.
Second down and inches. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Check. Crunch.
Leo.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
New draw quarters.
Throwing on first down. Powell. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Powell. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now they try the right side here. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Ready up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Yo,
Hey, wahoo!
53, Mike. 3 bud.
Back to throw. Powell. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the
Hey, lock it. Go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, but now it's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Rock it. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Powell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Flush to his right. Incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Too little.
Ready?
Throwing on third and long. Lawrence. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
What's twin?
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6. And an Allen to run. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go. 5.
Check Mike 54.
From the gun, Powell. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Team 6. Team 6.
Right there.
5.
Looking to throw. Powell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It moves to second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check. Check. Check.
Protein spill
47, Mike. Mike, 47. 6 man.
on the ball.
47's the Mike, boy. 42.
2.
47.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a handoff looking right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And to give this time to the tailback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this,
nowhere to his escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, exit.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Check, 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 check.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence looking for Campbell downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's 2nd and 8. And Thomas has it. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Saints.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. And this is incomplete. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey, one set. Check line 54. Line 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Looking to throw. Howell. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
70, Indy.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 31, check 31.
Greystone, travel.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Back to throw. Howell. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for it. He's got him in. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking to throw. Howell. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and that's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
54,
Second and 4. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
and this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Watch the screen. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Now watch
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Go on. Now.
Back to throw. Howell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, zoom. Ready.
On 3rd down, Howell. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And to give this time to the tailback. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just about on his own goal line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Ready to go.
And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Let's go. Got double tight.
Double 5.
And they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cowboys, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Chills.